Sami Arif joins us in studio.
He knows more than you can imagine.
Is President Barack Obama a Muslim?
Because you know it's going to be a zoo.
It was already a zoo.
Did anything happen while I was gone? Haven't you noticed the whole place is on fire?
Let me tell you why you're here.
But they can only speak in question.
Are there side effects? Or?
Just diarrhea.
My first guess is...
Sami.
Look who's there, this guy.
Lesser known somebodies.
Welcome to Africa's Eighth Best Podcast with me, Sami Arif, and today I'm joined in a friend's flat. Her name is Sahar. I learned how to say her name while I've been in Dubai. I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was fruitful. I'm in this flat and I'm joined with many people. So it's kind of like performing in a live studio audience, but it's just your friends. With me, I have Dubai's, I wouldn't know, the Middle East, no. The United Arab Emirates' first Emirati comedian. Is that right?
That is correct.
That's the lovely.
That's a beautiful intro.
Thank you. That's Abdullah, but he goes by the name of Abz. No one in Dubai uses their full name. Muhammad's here, Mo. Mustafa's here. To be honest, I met a guy cool. There's a guy in the third microphone over here. His name is Mustafa.
Hey man,
yeah, that's him. You're not going to hear a lot from him because I will mute him.
People here who call themselves Simi, even though they're Samir.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, like, okay, well, people know why they call me Simi. And if you guys are first-time listeners, I'll let you know again. It's because when I was born, a young Indian gentleman held me in his arms. And then he asked my father, what's your son's name? What's your son's name? And then my father went, Samir. And then he went, oh, Samir. And my father's like, no, his name is Simi. I'm sorry that I gave you the wrong name. That's how I kept the name. So I've got Abdullah with me.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, that is a true story, bro. It's a true story.
Really awesome.
So as you guys know, most of our podcasts now are behind a paywall. Don't be scared. Just pay us 100 Rand. You can listen to new episodes all the time, which is what I need you to do so I can make money. So I have Abdullah here, Abz. Is that what you want to be called?
I mean, Abz Ali. I kind of think of it like Muhammad Ali. No one just calls him Muhammad.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like Muhammad, the greatest.
Can I make note of your girlfriend sitting here?
Yeah.
She's sitting here very quietly though. Like she's like
she's a
like,
prisoner.
She's like I don't know. I don't know make noise because I don't want to be on the podcast. But also at the same time, I don't want to make noise because I don't want the world to know our love.
I feel like she's a hostage among three Muslim people.
I don't want the world to know our love. But first, I'm going to focus on you, Abz. So everybody listening to the podcast, you guys know I have a best friend, Deen. Deen has been fucking relegated. I'll tell you that. I've got a best friend, Abz, here. Abdullah is my best friend in Dubai. He doesn't want to hang out with me all the time, but...
No, I do.
Why then?
I'm wanted by...
You wanted by who, brother?
By the society.
How did you get into stand-up comedy?
First of all, can I acknowledge the fact that I got you a lovely milk cake as a gift?
Oh, guys, because I haven't spoken to you guys in ages. Let me tell you about Dubai. Dubai got this thing called milk cake.
It's actually in South American, but...
Yeah, what's it called in South American?
Tres leches.
3 lychees. That is probably... Bro, this cake got condensed milk, heavy cream milk, and milk, normal milk. It's 3 milks. That's what 3 lychees means. Yeah. And I won't lie to you. It is probably the best dessert. When I get married...
Lychees sounds like a type of plant.
It sounds exactly like... I mean, I don't know what you guys call the fruit here. We call it lychees. Or do you guys call it lychees?
Lychee.
Well, let's hear from our Canadian friend, Mustafa.
Lychee.
I'll put the microphone by your by your mouth, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah,
Don't stress.
No, I don't know what we would call it in Canada. I've been a 7-year.
Oh, by the way, Mustafa, not a comedian. Like anybody listen to this thing and be like, yo, is this guy speaking to 2 comedians on the scene? Wrong. I'm not. I'm speaking to one comedian.
Yeah.
One comedian and his friend who left Dubai 7 years ago as like an Iraqi refugee. landed up in Canada.
Stop making stories about me, brother.
And he's just so down to do things. Like he's down to shoot like videos. He's down to hang out with people. But the one time I wanted to hang out with this guy, Mustafa, this guy postponed on me. He hit me straight up with brother, I'm so tired. You don't get tired hanging out in Dubai. There's tres leches everywhere. So, let me tell you the first time I met Abz.
No, tell me the first time you had tres leches.
Oh, what a wonderful experience. There's a place called the Home Bakery. Now, you guys don't know it because you guys are poor Emiratis.
Shout out to our sponsor, Home Bakery.
Shout out to Home Bakery. Shout out to Home Bakery next to a place called TBK, which it's something kitchen.
Yes.
But it's very expensive.
Yes.
It's where the rich Emiratis go, like money kicks.
Yes, not me.
No. I realized that you are not a rich Emirati, and I was very disappointed.
I take you to nice places.
No, you take me. Wallahi Adeem, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. You've taken me to the most wonderful of places with the greatest of conversations.
Yeah.
But me, I need money. So, so this thing is. Thank you for the experience, but money. You know. I'm also sure your girlfriend was just like, yeah. I also thought he was a rich Emirati, but I was fooled.
Where you learned the ancient technique of Abu Omar.
Oh, wallahi Adeem. Hold on, let me fill in my listeners. I will fill it in, but hold on, I need to tell my listeners something.
Milk cake.
So guys, milk cake, right? It's like the soft vanilla sponge that's sitting in milk, and there's like a layer of, I want to say cream or like icing that also tastes milky.
Fluffy milk.
Yeah, but you must understand, Dubai, they take it up a level. They put saffron in it. Saffron milk cake. Yeah, Allah, this thing. Oh, plus, if you guys are listening to this, you'd be like, yo, this guy sounds awfully Muslim. I'm in a Muslim country, son. I'm living my best life here. I go to everything's halal. Oh, halal. Everything. I've not, you can smell, you know where the air's so clean here in Dubai? There's no pork in it.
Yeah.
There's no pig fumes.
They actually do sell pork in a supermarket.
You have to have bro, have you seen when they sell pork here?
Yeah.
They have to let you know. It's the biggest promotion they run.
For non
for non-Muslims. Yo, they make
Is that still on?
Bro,
It's
they make you
still
feel bad. If you buy pork here, I swear to God, they're like, haha, this guy's got pig on him. This guy got pig on him. He's got a piggy.
I still remember Spinneys used to have like a separate section that was just
Still
dedicated.
there.
It would be like
still
non-Muslim.
there.
Sliding doors now. Before it was open, like you could see it from the distance. You're like, well, I wonder what is that. But now you have to go through these doors.
You see
so
how
weird.
you see how you said separate section?
Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly how separate sections work. I come from South Africa,
apartheid.
so there we go.
Well played.
I'm all for that if it comes to pig. So I'm just
I'll
like,
tell you something that
Yeah.
I find kind of weird. When this is related to Saudi Arabia. When I went over there, I remember when
Weird flex, but okay.
yeah, okay.
I went
oh,
to
guys, if there's
flex
one thing you
about
know
Saudi
about,
Arabia.
if there's one thing you must know about Mustafa, he's gonna come with like the weirdest flexes ever. So
All the time.
all the time. So like now you know he's an Iraqi refugee that went to Canada, and now he's also been to Saudi Arabia. But continue.
I went to Umrah. I was around like 16
There we
years
go.
old.
Umrah as well.
And
Yeah.
one of the weirdest things that I had experienced was when I was in the bus. We were going from Mecca to Medina, I think, or
Yeah.
vice versa. I can't really remember the exact details. And I saw a sign
Yeah.
that clearly said, "Non-Muslims take right."
Yeah.
And the rest, like Muslims,
They
take left.
shoot you.
And I was like, what the hell is going on?
And they just
And I
blindfold you
remember-
and shoot you.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like, how would they know?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I've been on Umrah.
How
I've
do
been
they
on
know?
Umrah.
Actually,
before. I'll
it's
tell you.
really
I'll tell you
weird.
exactly how it is.
Yeah.
So we went on Umrah, and my dad, practical joker, same sign.
Okay.
Same sign.
Yeah.
We all went left, but he said, "You boy must go right." But I was like a kid. I was like 13 at the time, so I could read. But I mean, like I'm just like, yo, why am I wearing these white cloths? They're really irritating me. You know, that's how I felt like as a kid. Then the guy, you
Probably
go
like,
right,
White's not my color.
and the guy literally goes like, "Read Fatiha."
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Are you serious?
Bro, it's an easy test to be Muslim. It is so easy
How
to
many
be
times do you
Muslim.
pray?
Yeah. No, that's a difficult question. That's a higher grade question.
Do you think it got so bored? There's like read Fatiha, like Bismillah,
Like,
go.
go right now.
But there's still
Too
6
slow.
more verses. No, keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
You
So
said it confidently.
Wow.
So back to
Or what if you
I'm
what if
8
you couldn't
minutes
read
in.
it? You just knew the translation in English.
No, bro. By that time, like
Yeah.
I mean, I used to tell people like I'm not a practicing Muslim. I'm a professional. Like I know what I'm doing.
Wow.
Like I've got the degree in this thing.
This is
And your
beautiful.
girlfriend's like, yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good
She
one.
just wants to go to the toilet. Poor thing. She doesn't want to trip on the wires.
This is the worst live studio audience.
She's like, do I trip on the wires past the laughing clown, the refugee guy, and go to the bathroom? Or no?
So
By the way, just for the record, I'm not a refugee.
bro,
Simi's lying.
no,
People
you
think
are-
he's in rags.
Simi
No, bro,
is lying.
He's not in rags.
Guys,
He's
I'm not in
wearing
rags.
jeans.
I actually have
I'll mute him for you.
amazing
Don't worry.
jeans.
Mustafa is definitely a refugee. Don't listen to him.
I'm gonna agree to that.
Yeah. Okay. So back to Abz, because it's not about you, bro. So
Abs.
I met Abz at the evening of comedy night.
Make up a fake story.
No, I can't make up a fake story. He was wearing a kandura, but for you guys back home, that's the garb the Muslim people wear to mosque. You know it. The one where it's difficult to run in. It's like a.
You can't play cricket.
Yeah, you can't play cricket in. We like there's words for like kurta, galabeya. They call it kandura here, and he was wearing the champals that come with it, the sandals.
Oh yes.
And I was like, this is a horrible, horrible attire for a gig. There's no reason why a man should be wearing this at all. There is smoking allowed here. I mean, people are drinking alcohol, and you're just walking in this place. And he had the best smile, and then he had everything we said. I felt like he was my friend for my whole life.
That's beautiful, man.
Thank you, bro. And he always gives me these cool compliments. He always says, "That's beautiful. You're such a nice guy."
You are, and you're a very interesting person.
You see?
Yeah, and you also played a very.
You can shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Damn, you know,
assholes.
as soon as a refugee gets a passport, bro. As soon as a refugee gets a
We
passport,
want our
it's such a
voices
problem.
heard.
You should have seen
day. Please hear us,
They
motherfuckers.
gave you an Olympics team.
Yeah. That's the thing. I was saying that we were all watching the Olympics together, and what they call them ROC.
Yeah.
What is it?
Refugee
ROC?
Olympic.
Refugee Olympic something. I don't know.
Yeah. I can't remember what this
I
is.
know I'm not a refugee, but okay.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you
Imagine
are.
we're like refugee Olympic champs, and you look it up online. It's like refugee Olympic cunts.
And so I was just like, yo, shout out refugees. But brother Mustafa got over here. He even knew the anthem for refugees. I didn't even know there was one. He was like, shout out my boys.
Shirt on, representing.
It's just
He put his hands up in the
Jay-Z.
sky, said Rock Nation. He was having a good time. Okay, but back to my podcast.
legit. We met.
sorry.
We met at the.
Yeah.
When,
What is
when
your-
you were talking about that,
Yeah.
it made me realize you guys see it as a religious sort
Outfit,
of-
yeah.
Yeah, outfit, and we just see it as a cultural uniform. It's literally called here like a national dress or a national uniform. So that's the thing where, and that happens around the world. I think people mix culture and religions, but that's another deep rabbit hole. I don't think we're ready to.
No, we're always ready
Jump
on we're
into-
always ready on Africa's Eighth Best podcast. Don't be scared.
okay, my
I mean it's probably bad for you.
No, it's
Because-
not at all. But it's.
I just get worried, bro, because here I don't mind if I leave the country and they'll be like, you've said something bad, you have to leave. I'll be like, shout out, I'm going back to my home where I can say whatever I want. If you say something bad,
I don't think this is bad, but then I think the fact that we said the word bad just lit up a red flag. And now it's like CIA has joined the conversation. It's like,
you don't. Guys, let me fill you in. I'm so sorry I haven't been recording podcasts in such a long time, but let me fill you
what
in.
have you been doing?
I've been doing other people's podcasts. That's my problem.
Ah.
But I'm here now. Oh, I've got so many stories to catch up with you. Okay, so let me tell you guys how when I got into Dubai, how wild this was, bro. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Yeah, you
I'm
should,
going
man.
to take the
It's
risk. It's beautiful. So I left South Africa, right? And
Just gone on a plane.
yeah, I did. I went on Kenyan Airways. And let me tell you, Kenyan Airways made me a better Muslim. I'll be honest with you. I was sitting on that flight and I saw the emergency exits were empty. So I pressed the button to call the waitress, the air hostess, and she comes to me and they all in like hazmat suits and stuff. Like they're taking their job like seriously, which is good. Which is good. I also don't want to get Kavovo. But I also want legroom because I'm squashed. I'm a tall man sitting in the middle seat of row 17 and just in front of me is legroom for days.
But Kenyan Airways, you'd think, Kenyans are quite tall.
No, they don't make the planes for runners. They make they make the planes for humans. So like what are they called, the Asai warriors?
Yeah. Maasai.
Yeah, Maasai. Yeah, they don't make the planes for them.
Sai bull. He's hungry. He's like, let me tell you about the first time I had a Sai.
So press the button. The lady comes like, how can I help you, sir? I was like, sorry, I've noticed that your emergency exit row is empty. I want to know if I can move there. And she's like, unfortunately, you can't. I'm like, no. I know you're going to ask me if I'm willing to help in an emergency. Of course, I'm willing to help in an emergency. I know how to pull those things down. I've been doing lifting of weights. I can pull 20 kgs. I'm sorted. She goes, no, sir, we can't place it there. I'm like, I can help. I was like, what happens if the plane goes down? And she goes, which God do you believe in?
Wow. Wow, that's a straight up question.
She didn't even say, no, sir, we can't move people. She just said, choose your maker and believe in something. If something happens, know what to say.
Oh my God.
So I said, cool, unpress the button and just look forward. And I was like, la, la, la,
That would
start
be a
praying,
great
bro.
sketch where you just go to random places like Starbucks and it's like, is your coffee good? And it's like, which God do you believe
Which God do you believe in?
Why are we bringing God into this?
And so then I landed in Kenya. Kenya, let me tell you, if people think that like Nigeria and South Africa are places where corruption exists, Kenya is another story. I wasn't even off the plane and people were offering me bribes. Hey, I'll take you straight through passport control for $10. I'm like, that sounds cheap. That sounds like a good offer. So I did that. So I didn't have to fill in this form where like you have to do like, oh, because of COVID, you have to do all of these forms, all of these questionnaires. Have you been in touch with somebody with COVID? No, man, I was on the fucking flight. I didn't even, where's the legroom question? I want to speak about that. So I get to Kenya, I do a PCR test, I chill there for a while, and I get back onto a plane, Air Arabia.
Did they swab both noses or
One nostril.
one nostril?
One
Both
nostril.
noses.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Like,
Like, wow.
wow.
Yeah, but you know what's cool about Kenya? The guy that did that came in a hazmat suit to the hotel
Fair
while I'm having breakfast. And he's like, hey, Mr. Arif. I'm like, yes, like, lean back.
Did he sound like he was? It was like Darth Vader, like
No, not at all. Not at all.
lean back,
Not at all. Not at all.
and then he just fat.
No. He knew what he was doing. And then like
Terror
2
squad.
hours later, I had my results, which I was like, that's
2 hours.
exactly. That's
What?
exactly my response,
What the
bro.
hell?
That's exactly my
That's
response.
Bro,
amazing.
I used to do PCR.
Yeah.
Not PCR. I used to do the actual reverse RT-PCR, which is
Yeah.
how they analyze.
Oh
your
yeah.
PCR
By the way,
test.
Abz is a dentist, but I don't know why he's doing COVID things. He only knows about the teeth.
No, but I used to do the lab thing back in uni.
Oh, in uni
Results do not come out
in 2 hours.
No, it depends. Actually.
How fast can you make the machine go?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that.
Exactly.
I thought maximum was 12.
It's 6.
I didn't
It's
really
6.
do
Minimum
good.
was 12, sorry.
I didn't really do good in that class because I was
You actually-
busy laughing at the fact that the lab technician was laughing at my friend saying, "Can we drink tap water?" And she's like, "Just go to the bathroom." And in New Zealand, the tap water is clean,
Yeah.
but theoretically, I think it's a Muslim thing. You don't want to drink water from a toilet.
Are you mad, bro? We drink from the tap all the time back home.
No, we drink from the tap in New Zealand, not
Oh,
here.
not sure. Yeah.
But I would drink from the kitchen tap. I wouldn't go
yeah.
to the bathroom.
Yeah, I
and be
wouldn't go to
like-
the bathroom tap.
Yeah, but she's like, but it's the same water, and she's correct.
She's correct, but that tap has had air of other things
Of
in the
poo-poo.
bathroom, of poo-poo
Yeah,
air,
yeah.
of caca bumps.
And she was laughing at the fact that he didn't want to go to the bathroom for the tap water, and I was laughing at the fact that she was laughing. And yeah, I didn't pay attention to the PCR
No,
part.
so I remember my first encounter of water problems years ago.
No, let's go back to Kenya.
Wait,
I'm
we're
sorry.
gonna get back there.
We're
So,
all ADD here.
so I
Except me.
yeah, you're a refugee. That's it. We know. We can't give you everything.
we went to Canada. I was like on a whim. You're like, should I go to the mall or Canada?
Yeah, it's like
I'll say that story later. Okay.
so. I drink water from the tap at home all the time. It's actually colder sometimes. So depending on the
Is it
time
clean
of year.
and stuff?
Yeah, mad
Oh,
clean.
wow.
Like South Africa is like one of like the 3 countries you can drink
I
from
love
the
how My
tap.
girlfriend's like, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Like she's been to South Africa.
Have you been to South Africa? No. Well, she understands though. White people are connected from all around the world, so they know each other's stories.
Like, we
Yeah.
installed the same pipes.
Yeah.
Clean pipes.
So I go to Canada and I get to a restaurant and then I was, what do you like to drink? And I was like, I'll just have some tap water. And then he's like, what? I was like, whoa. She's like,
They do.
no, bro, not in Montreal.
Really?
No, bro, she laid down the law. She's like, but you cannot have tap water. I was like, I think I can. Just go to the tap,
That is very good.
get the tap, and give me the
Why are we
water.
screwing a light bulb?
Yeah, that's kind of
Sorry.
The tap
Like, give
is
me the
on
water.
ceiling in Canada.
And she was
That's
just like,
too cold.
she's like, you'll get E. coli. I was like,
Oh,
you know,
wow,
I was
she's
like,
a
you know
scientist.
too many things. You know too many things. Just bring. She's like,
Interns
no,
are
no.
educated back
Wait,
home.
First of all, please tell me you didn't eat at that restaurant, because if she knew you were going to get E. coli from the water, I don't want to know.
No, she was just shocked that I was drinking tap water. So I was
she
like,
can
okay,
wash
bring
your
me
lettuce.
normal
Bro, I
water.
genuinely think she lied to you. She's trying to make you. She's
No
trying
one.
to sell you something because
She's a waitress.
Everybody drinks tap water over there.
Ding, ding, ding. It's time for a story from Canada. Mustafa's been.
We're laughing at this, but it's, to be fair, it's better to be like, ding, ding, ding. Here's a story from Baghdad.
Yeah,
no,
Mustafa's been waiting patiently. Like, okay, cool. I'm not a comedian. I'm just gonna wait for the right fucking moment
For
when
the
I
right
chat. And
music.
then I went Montreal. I was like, fuck, I've been there. I've been there. I know about Montreal. Montreal, city of, tap water. Yeah, bro. Let me tell you about Montreal. Come on, Mustafa. Give us a Montreal story.
I can give you a story for when I first landed in Canada, specifically Montreal. And
there we go.
Okay.
It's a double combo. It's a double combo.
I know the story because it involves water.
Yes, exactly. Lots of water. Yeah. So what happened was, it was a big cultural shock for me. So basically, I ended up. We landed. We did our landing. All of us, the entire family. Landing basically is the process of immigration. If everybody,
we landed, and then
safely.
we all landed, and we made our landing to the land.
Yeah,
and then
to the land of Canada. Yeah. So, anyways, are you gonna listen to me or no?
We arrived.
I've never met a guy so happy to be Canadian. I won't lie. he's so proud.
Bro, I've been waiting for 8 years for me to become Canadian. So
I'm waiting to become a refugee so I can start my 8-year wait to become Canadian, dog.
I'll give you the
I think my
list
girlfriend's
that you
having
need to
like
go through.
a pivotal moment. She's like, it must feel the same for people who go to Ireland and then become Irish at some stage.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can get into Ireland if I want to. The South African passport there, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's like I can land in the airport and say, "Give me a visa, Marchana." 90 days, I'm here.
So go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, tell us. Yeah, sorry. Tell us your.
We arrived at Montreal Airport, and basically, I have this thing where I do not use the washroom in.
Can you speak Quebecois?
Sorry?
Can you speak Quebecois?
No, I wish. I don't know how to speak Quebecois.
Just to my listeners.
It's not like proper French, by the way.
Just to my listeners out there, Quebecois is the word for the language.
Does it mean the same?
No.
It doesn't mean the same?
Yeah. I don't know what it means over there, but it means something different.
Okay,
they mean a lot of things.
I know the story Mustafa wants to tell, so I'm waiting for him to get to the
punchline.
Yeah, the good part. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happened. So basically, I didn't use the washroom in the airplane. It's a 14-hour flight.
Why?
Okay, and
Why?
Because I don't want to be. I have a thing against.
Speaking to the microphone.
Washroom. Yeah, against the washroom in the airplanes because it's not clean at all. Plus, the thing that whatever sucks
the toilet.
The toilet seat, whatever. Yeah, when you sit on it and the fucking
you flush.
Yeah, when you flush and then the huge sound comes out.
I love how it explains
like how a toilet works.
It's a true refugee. It's like we used to do it in a hole. The funny thing is,
like
Mustafa lived
okay,
in
now
Dubai
I confirmed. Now I confirmed
this
that
thing called flushing.
Imagine you're like, I don't like using the toilets in the plane because I believe they're only used for one thing, and it's just sex. And you're like, but anyways, carry on. Joke.
It's okay.
Okay, so you're scared of the.
Yeah, that's
sound.
one thing. Plus, I think it's absolutely disgusting. So I was like, okay, whatever. We landed into Canada.
Speaking to the mic.
Arrived. Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah. So we arrived into the Montreal airport. I asked the immigration officer. I was like, hey man, listen, I need to go to the washroom real quick. And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Just go there. Whatever. I go sit down, do my business.
And you're running at the airport.
100%.
Which is very suspicious.
Yeah, especially
I get off the plane and run.
Are you running in a kandura?
No, but I was running with a huge beard, so that's not helpful. But anyways, yeah,
bad move.
Yeah, bad move.
Bad move.
Didn't shave for like.
Yeah,
but that shows you how friendly Canada is.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, that's other people say that's a terrorist running. Canada were like, that's a man with a beard. That's a man with a beard.
Looks like he needs to use the toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is 8 years ago. So you were 24.
Yeah,
The way you
25.
And you were scared of a bathroom. Grow the fuck up.
No,
like
that's the
like
we're privileged in Dubai.
Like grow up.
Privileged type of refugee, you know.
Okay, so now you go to the washroom.
So I go to the washroom, do my business, and I'm sitting, and then I was like, okay, time to move on. So I look around for the bidet, which is the usual thing that you would have back in Dubai.
Yeah,
clean your
bum gun.
The bidet is a bum
no.
It's a glorious bum gun.
No. A bidet is actually the smaller bathroom that's next to. Yeah, you sit on it.
Okay.
I'm a rich person back home, so I'll let you know. It's a smaller. It looks like a toilet
for your ass. Yeah.
Doesn't smell like a toilet, but it's got taps like a wash basin.
It's a throne.
And yeah, so and the water shoots into your bum.
Very cool.
And yeah, but
super good.
The bum shower is the greatest invention ever made, and can only have been made by a Muslim person.
100%.
So like we have them at home, and I remember when we first got them in the house, people would come and be like, "What's that in your bathroom?"
and they did.
Like, oh, that's the bum shower.
Does it have an actual name? Like
No,
or
it
you
doesn't.
just call it bum?
I was hoping that there's
In
like a
Arabic, it's shatafa.
Yeah, shatafa in Arabic.
Shatafa.
Yeah.
that is too close to the word shit. Like,
I never thought about
and
it that way.
shat. It's like it is.
It's like
it's
past
a,
and now.
bro,
Shatafa.
has somebody made the company Shat Tougher and sold those things? Fuck, that's $1 million business right there.
They sell on
Yeah, so we just call it a bum shower. But when I came over here to Dubai and I saw them, they went everywhere. I was just like,
You've seen,
Muslims.
Have you seen the older iteration of it, like the little hose that it's off, and then there's a little tap on the side, and you turn it on,
Yes.
and it shoots a stream.
Yes.
I don't like that one, but
I like the one with the
handle.
with the handle,
the
yeah.
trigger.
But I also like it if it's
Sometimes
the
pressure is too much,
semi-auto.
though.
I like the pressure hard.
semi-auto one.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one, yeah.
I like the pressure when it's hard, bro. I like it.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
When it
Same.
rips your asshole in half?
It does. It's,
Like,
bro,
do you really like
have you
that?
ever?
That's weird.
Because then
you
you
have
don't-
trauma, bro?
You don't have to use your other hand to actually
Yes,
clean.
to
You
clean.
just-
You know it's
the
super
pressure
clean.
Bro,
pushes it
what
off.
if you miss and you hit your
You're not.
freaking
You're not
nutsack
gonna
by
because
accident? I don't
you're
know.
grown. You're a grown man.
He's just trying to tell us.
I mean, I know these questions go in your mind because just like you only use the toilet
Actually,
at
12
24,
guys,
like
I'm
you were
not. I'm
scared of
12.
a
I
toilet.
immigrated when I was 6 years old.
But like cause like, have you ever used like a hydraulic hose to to clean a car?
It's
Bounces.
using physics.
Yeah.
Have you ever used the
Like, have you
principle of
seen?
Vermilli or-
Have you seen like
That's a
at the
lot of
car
physics.
washes when they go like,
Yeah.
that's how I want my ass cleaned.
So Mustafa, my friend, you go to Montreal. You go to
Yeah, so I go to Montreal in the washroom, I do my business, and then I realize that there is no bidet
Sorry, bro.
anywhere. So I scream, no! Which I shouldn't have done
With
because
the big
apparently
beard.
my dad, exactly, because my dad had
Mission
heard me from
failed.
outside the washroom, and then he goes into the washroom. He's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "There's no bidet." He's like, he starts laughing, and then afterwards he's like, "Take care of yourself, son," and then he walks out.
Good father.
And basically for the next 3 months, I'm walking around with my legs wide open, like spread, and I'm just trying to not
Like a
let
penguin.
my butt cheeks touch.
You're just
Yeah,
a
it was
penguin.
horrible. I had to take a shower every time I took a shit. It was one of the weirdest experiences that I ever had in Canada at the start. But
now I've
I've assimilated.
I assimilated and I just cleaned my
Imagine that
butt
was part-
with regular toilet paper.
Imagine that was part of the like citizenship exam. It's like, do you wipe with just tissue or water instrument? And it's like just take off 10 points.
I just keep on thinking about like
Yeah.
they gave a passport to the wrong guy. That's all I
I
keep
gave
on
it to
like.
the right guy. He's a
Okay, but now back to you. I'm only interested in you.
Oh wow,
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the first time we met,
my girlfriend's right here, man.
no, not in that way. First time we met, what did you think about me?
And the first time we met, I'll be honest.
It's actually a show we ask on the question all the. It's a question we ask on the show all the time. I don't know why I said it in that tone, but
I'll be honest,
Yeah.
because I believe we have an open, line of communication in our relationship. But when our friend Arzu added you to the group, it's like, hey guys, there's a South African comedian, Semi. Let me tell you, my previous experience with South Africans before you, I was like, oh no,
oh
here's
gosh,
another
I'm sorry.
alcoholic,
Oh
tattoo sleeve everywhere.
no, sorry.
His name starts with a A, ends with a no.
Oh,
And it's like,
okay. Well, you'll be happy to be in this podcast.
I mean, I like him too, to be
Yeah.
honest. But I was like, oh, it's another one of those. And I was like, this guy who's just visiting is just going to come take our spots. So she added you, and I was like, I'm reading her messages. It's normal English, but I'm reading in a very strong South African, like racist accent. I didn't even think you were like brown. I was like, it's another white one. And then when I met you, I was like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. So I'm
See?
really happy.
I'm so happy that I wasn't.
I came to that gig not even to perform, just to hang.
just to hang.
Just to hang.
But I remember leaving that gig and I was like, I have a new best friend. Because I was trying to get other comedians to be my best friend as well. It just wasn't working out.
Yeah.
Like I literally went to another
Halal
comedian
squad.
here. I went to a guy, Mahir. He's another funny dude, guys. And then I went to him and I was like, yo, I want you to be my best friend. He's like, actually, I'm going to tap out of this one.
And he's from the same continent.
Yeah, he's from the same continent as me. He's like, I've got a best friend. I'm cool. So I'm like, oh, cool. Can we just be, I was like, can we just be normal friends? He's like, yeah, yeah.
funny.
Yeah, Mara's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a funny
Not, it's not about you anymore, Mustafa. I've given you a time with your
Yeah,
with your
we
toilet
finished Canada,
story.
We moved
Yeah.
from the North America.
I want to know more about you doing comedy in the UAE. Tell me about your feelings. When did you start? How did you start?
Back in the day,
Yeah.
when I was 13.
Oh, I love that your girlfriend looked at her watch as you started. I was just like, yo, she must have heard this
Christ.
conversation so many. She must be like, oh,
no.
God.
No, when I was 13, there was these areas start popping up. No, I didn't do stand up then.
Oh, okay.
But in Dubai, there were these places. Mustafa probably knows. It's these gaming networks. So it's just these places with basically computers, which would probably be used for crypto mining now. But it was just for playing Counter-Strike and stuff or watching movies. It was really cheap. It was one of the cheap activities to do in Dubai. It's 5 dirhams an hour.
I used to play Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
5 dirhams an hour. That is cheap.
That is very cheap.
Until now? No.
No.
Yeah, that was back in the day. Now
it's gone up.
Yeah, probably 10.
Is this your story or mine? Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, man, refugees always want to come and take something, man.
They're just trying to do that white stuff.
Opportunist.
So I went and I was bored of playing Counter-Strike because I sucked. And then I wanted to, I saw this category. They had movies and anime. And I was like, comedy, what's that? And I clicked on it. And it was Dave Chappelle's Killing Them Softly.
Yeah, good special there.
First one to watch. And I watched it. I was like, oh my God, someone can do this? Like stand on stage, tell jokes? And I was like, fuck, okay. I'm the guy who usually tells jokes in my group of friends. So fast forward 4 years later, and the Axis of Evil gets big around the world.
Axis of Evil was a comedy tour.
Yeah, Aaron Kader, Ahmed, Maz Jabrani, Dean Obidallah. And they started touring the Middle East. And that's what our bestie, Jamil.
Yeah, we have a mutual friend called Jamil.
Who is the George Clooney of the Middle East.
Yeah.
The comedy godfather of the UAE and pretty much the Middle East. He brought them over. Yeah. They did a tour around. And they went to Mustafa's uni at the time, AUD. And I met Maz Jabrani in the bathroom by coincidence. And that competition was only open for students in the uni. And I really wanted to do stand-up. I was like, 4 years later, like, this is the chance. So I just asked Maz, and he's like, okay, just signal me. And I'll ask the other guys, and then signal me, and I'll let you know. And then I go to the bathroom again. Coincidentally, he's there again. He's probably thinking I'm a stalker.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
This guy again?
I was like, yo, Maz, what happened? He's like, yeah, just yell out my name after the last comedian, and then we'll let you go. And I went up. I can't even remember what I was saying. Something about like Sesame Street.
Oh, you did gags?
I did you only had 2 minutes. So I think, and they were very strict, by the way. Yeah. They were like, do not make fun of people. Do not make fun of religion. Do not talk about politics. And do not use any curse words. So I was like, well, there's not really much to talk about. The religion and politics I don't do, but do not make fun of a group of people. And if you've seen my stand-up, it's pretty much just racial.
I've seen. I don't think it's that. I think it's a bit more heavy layer than just racial. But I mean, I like on Abz's Instagram says he has 20 impersonations. I've seen 3. No,
you've seen 5.
I've seen 3, and 6. One of them is the impersonation of doing impersonations. It is. I was just like, yo, when does this impersonation become good?
One of the impersonations is being the first Emirati comedian. That's out of it.
No, I just the funniest thing you've ever said wasn't even on stage. I still laugh about it to today. It's I just followed you on Instagram, and then I watched one of your stories, and you clearly recorded while you're lying in bed, and you're like, hello, brothers and sisters. And then you showed a bit of chest. And then you're just like, ooh, haram. Sorry. And I was just like, that's the funniest thing I've heard.
I just realized that at the moment.
Okay, so you start stand up, right? And then when you start taking it seriously, because you're also a dentist.
Well, to be honest, that wasn't really the first time I would consider it for me, because it was 2 minutes, got kicked off. Yeah. And then I think there was a hiatus for another 2 years.
Yeah.
I'd gone to New Zealand for a year, came back. And then at the Dubai Shopping Festival, they had something called the Comedy Cafe by JBR. And that's where Maher started. Maher's besides me, he's the oldest comedian that started in Dubai. We started about 11, 12 years ago at the Comedy Cafe, quote unquote, which is demolished now. And they brought in comedians from abroad. So one comedian, Aaron Kader, was running a workshop. And then I heard about it. We started practicing our material. We had the amateur night, 12 comedians. They called us the Apostles of Comedy. And then someone got offended because he thought it was too religious. So we changed it to Ambassadors of Comedy.
I mean,
we thought apostles because we were the students of Aaron. It's funny, isn't it? Aaron.
I mean, you had to explain it.
But yeah, and then so we did the 12 amateur comedians. At the end of the show, Aaron comes to me and another comedian, Nitin. And he says, I want you guys to open for me. So I was like, oh, sweet. So
I'm doing well for myself. This is my second gig. I'm opening for people.
Yeah. So I go on stage. My mom comes to the show and
Bad
do
move.
well. and then Nitim goes, and then Aaron, and then the next day I have to go to New Zealand. It was like literally like boom, boom, boom. Went to New Zealand, and then we were going for lectures. And at that time, I didn't know New Zealand had a comedy scene. It's a student town. It's a place called Dunedin. My doctor friend Zaid looks at this little pamphlet and is like, looking for comedians starting a comedy scene in Dunedin. Please message, text, blah, blah, blah. There was this lady called Catherine Hurst, amazing girl. God bless her. And we're just doing gigs. Like, we did a gig in cinemas. And so I would do good in New Zealand for like 9 months. Disappear for 3 months, show up in Dubai, and they're like, oh, are you new? And I was like, no, I'm based in New Zealand here. Do good for 3 months, and then people forget me, go back to New. And it was just a cycle like that for like a good 6 years.
That's good, because that must help you with, you perform to different types of audiences all the time, which is nice, I guess.
It is, and it's...
but I mean, not also all the time, because it's not like every single night you're on stage hitting the clubs.
No.
That circuit doesn't exist over here, where every single night's a gig.
Well, now it does.
Maybe about 3 or 4 nights a week, yeah.
Well, man,
but yo, guys, let me tell you something about these gigs here. They don't pay your boy. they don't pay your boy.
I mean, we don't believe in the form of currency.
Bro, let me tell you, I get to my first gig over here, they treat me like shit. Like shit. Firstly, they give me 3 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I don't mind being an open spot. I destroy in that 3 minutes. Destruction. Then I'm like, okay, cool. They're going to book me for the next gig. You know how many minutes they gave me the next time? 6.
You gotta work your way up, man, no matter where you go. If I go to South Africa,
I guarantee you go to South Africa, I'll give you 10.
You'll give me 10, but I don't run a room.
Every single person I go, like, yo, here's my friend Abz. They'll be like, not a problem. Me, I don't recommend people. People know. Wow. Can I tell you why I don't recommend them?
Why?
In case the person is shit. Me, if I say, you must jump on stage, they'll be like, oh, Simi says so. Cool, not a problem.
But what if they're good and then they turn out to be shit that day? Then you're like, oh, fuck.
You have more than one gig, bro.
Oh, that's true.
Don't worry.
So you had your 6 minutes of glory.
Yeah, and then I started realizing that I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm getting to those 10 minutes, 12 minutes time. And I was like, which for me means payment time, ching ching. And I'm like, yo, what's the money sitch here? And they're just like, money sitch? Yeah. Don't you have a 9 to 5? And I was like, no.
Yeah, everyone does have a 9 to 5.
Yeah, so I was just like, whoa. And then that's when I got bummed, because I was like, yeah, this guy's really, really funny. And he's like, I'm a dentist. And I'm like, fuck, everybody has a 9 to 5. He has a cool one, though. Other people are like, yeah, we're working at a call center.
There's like 4 dentists who do comedy, by the way. Moody, me, my cousin of mine who I met at a comedy show, not knowing is my cousin.
How did you work it out? Remember when we thought you and I were brothers?
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Bro,
that was the best moment, like that little fraction of time, that window of time.
There was...
So excited.
So my dad...
Because then I knew we would relate. It's like he does comedy, I do comedy.
Yes.
It must be genetics.
Bro, I'm not going to show... If I can find a picture of my late Uncle Zain, spitting image.
Oh my goodness.
So that was one of the things that gave me like a maybe. Yeah. But weird it was myself, Mustafa. I have to bring him back to this fucking story. Fuck. This fucking refugee, bro. Fuck. I mean Canadian, sorry.
Everyone thinks he's like probably wrapped in a blanket.
Yeah.
Actually,
so
I'm actually not
Adam Sandler lookalike.
So actually, I mean, you don't know the guy, but we have a podcast on our channel called Short Fine Legs. And the guy that hosts that podcast, his name is Daniel Gallen. You look exactly the same.
No way. I think he looks like Adam Sandler with no hair.
No, not at all. I'm going to show you Daniel Gallen at the end of this podcast, and you will see. Yeah. So, this is how I thought Abz was my brother. We went to a place called Al Mashwar. It was Al Mashwar.
Shout out to our sponsor.
Yeah, shout out to Al Mashwar, the greatest hookah place of all time.
Shout out to Abu Omar.
Yeah, shout out to Abu Omar, who has the Abu Omar technique. Guys, let me tell you, remember on the one of the last podcast episodes with Waylene, where I told you guys I was the pioneer of hookah pipe smoking in South Africa, which is a true fucking story. Yeah. Let me tell you, I met a guy who, the way he puts coal on a hookah pipe, has developed a technique called the Abu Omar technique. But he only speaks Arabic, so he had to tell it to Abdullah. And Abdullah had to tell me what the technique was. It's a bullshit technique. like it doesn't exist. But he said it with so much pride, and Abdullah, being just a very lovely human being, listened to it. And I just remember when Abdullah's like, oh, he said he has no sons, and this is the only way he can pass down the information. But not to tell everybody, but if you do tell people about the technique, please mention the Abu Omar technique. So if you guys want to learn the Abu Omar technique, please DM me. I will.
I can't give it out. These
for 100 Rand, I'll sell it to you. But this is how I thought Abz was my brother.
How much is 100 Rand?
30 odd dirhams.
No, in like US dollars, please.
Not even 10.
Okay, now in Japanese yen, please.
Japanese yen. Oh no, yeah, yen is weaker than the rand, bro.
Oh, perfect.
But I mean,
Wow.
these things are more expensive in the yen. You know, when I went with my rands to Japan, it's like 100 rand gives me like 700 yen. I'm like, I'm fucking balling. It's like McDonald's is 700 yen. What the fuck?
I can buy 3 ice cream cones.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I thought I was rich here. I was like, nope, I was not rich. So I sit down with Abz, and I'm just like, yo, start talking, and then I was talking about my dad, and then I was like, oh, my dad was in Egypt, and he's like, oh, my mom was in Egypt. I was like, cool. I was like, yeah, my dad was divorced previously. The girl he was married to, her name was Sana.
No, bro, that's not how you said it. First, you're like, my dad was in Egypt, and he studied there. I was like, where? Like American University of Cairo? Like, you're like, exactly. I was like, oh, my mom was there as well.
Yeah.
It's like, by any chance, is your mom's name? And I was smiling. I was like, no way is he gonna get my mom's name because it's not common. And you're like, by any chance, is your mom's name Sana? And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, you thought Mustafa told me his mom's name. I was like, no, bro, that's the name. And then he's like, I was like, I think you're my brother. And he's like, I hope I'm your brother. I was like, I pray that you're my brother. And then we made him speak to his mom the next day. And then he phoned me and he said, yo, definitely not my brother.
Sadly.
It was sad. I was happy and sad because I was sad. Okay, not my brother. But also happy that he wasn't my brother because I was just like, now imagine how we like, yo, dad. The fuck. There's this other cool guy you hid from me, and now God has put us together. Also, why did you just leave a kid? That's not a nice thing to do. You see, there's so many problems that came along with the dream.
I'd be like that to my mom, and my mom used to tell us all the time we were adopted as like a cruel joke. She's
My
like,
dad
"I've adopted you."
My dad does that joke.
Wow. We are related.
Bro,
It must be your dad's joke. and
Let
my mom
me
stole it.
tell you how far my dad went. Right, my sister and I was small, maybe like 10 and 7. Right, my dad convinced myself and my sister that he had a child in Egypt, and her name is Ilham. Right,
I have an aunt.
And
No,
and then
I have an aunt named Ilham.
one
I
day-
actually do have an auntie.
one day we had like a dinner, and this lady came, and her name is Ilham, and my father's like, "This is your sister, guys."
Oh my god.
And we spend the whole like evening like speaking to her, learning more about our sister, and then she leaves, and then at the end of the night we're like, why is our sister going? And my dad's like, she's not really your sister. I was like,
amazing.
Crazy, man.
yeah, my dad also sometimes like he's like,
Hilarious.
you are adopted, or they swapped out the baby when you were born. I was like, can they do that? He's like, yeah, they definitely did it with you.
I did believe it for a while, but then me and my brother do actually look alike. My biological brother.
Safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, we look alike. How did she adopt
Two.
different siblings at 2 different timelines? I was
She's
like,
a liar.
yeah.
All right, cool. I mean,
But that's I mean, who knows? We should just do the 23andMe test, and we'll find out we have a common ancestor, I'm
probably,
sure.
bro. I mean, put it like this, right? My name is Samir Arif. I'm in a Muslim country.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a king here. I'm literally my name sounds like it's from here.
That's
I look
true.
like I'm from here.
True.
You
I
know?
need to see you in a Kandura.
I got it downstairs in the car. I'll wear it. Oh, but you're not wearing your one. I only want to wear it when he wears it. So we look cool. I've actually got a brilliant
We'll
name.
do a photo shoot.
If we can get if we wear the kanduras and the girls wear the abayas, then we can walk through the malls. I even got a name for our gang. Either the kanduras and the abayas, or Khan and the Khan and the duras.
Can and the
Yeah, because I want to put a the there. I
Yeah,
want to put
it's
a
like a
the there.
band.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do women have to walk in front of the men, or they walk behind the men here?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
No,
But they
I think
don't-
actually now with the progress of humanity, it's the man who follow the woman.
I like how you said the progress
Because-
of humanity, but if you look at our own religion, there's a whole chapter
let's
dedicated to women.
And he looks like Christine as he says that.
Whole and not one dedicated to men. How's that?
There's a whole
thing.
There's a whole surah.
It's actually
there's a whole
super long.
chapter
Yeah.
Very long
dedicated to Mary, Mother
Yeah.
of Christ.
Yeah.
You know.
And not one that goes like,
Maryam.
oh, you, Mustafa.
What?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention your name,
Just
bro.
wanted- Insult me.
You immigrant.
Yeah, you.
There is a surah only for refugees.
Yeah, you'd wish, right? You'd be so excited. You'd be so
It's
excited.
like, first Olympics, but now religion. Wow.
Okay, it's come to my favorite part of the show where you get to ask me any question.
Oh,
Anything about any topic.
Before-
Mustafa, just to include you, because I know We're making fun of you the whole time. You two can also ask a question. In fact, if you could go first.
You would like me to go first? Okay.
Yeah, you can ask me any question about anything.
Lick the mic.
I'm not going to lick the mic, but it's very close. I'm trying to do it right.
I'm so happy it's not my
My
mic.
first time doing podcasts. Okay.
I mean,
Anyway,
he's never going to stop. He's never going to stop speaking about it. Hey, for the rest of his life, he's going to be like, the rest of his life, he's going to get back to Canada and be like, brothers, I've done a podcast.
I went to this third world country,
Dubai.
and did a podcast with the natives. there.
I would ask the question, like, how was your experience in Dubai when you first came here until now, and like, do you see any place for you here in the foreseen in the future, like whatever, in like 2-3 years or something like that? Do you see
Foreseeable future.
Yeah. Do you have some
I'll tell you
vision,
the things that I dig and the things that I don't dig. I'll start with the things that I don't dig. I don't dig that I'm so far away from home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Home is such a cool thing because you're very comfortable at home. You know, they always say you should get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you should. But also, like, I was on the phone with my mom and dad last night, and I said, if I had to come back home, I just want to kiss your feet for an hour.
That's really good, man.
You know, like, that's like,
cool.
the only, but now I'm thinking, but then on the flip side of it, bro, things work here. Did I tell you the first time I used the valet parking?
Yeah.
I parked my car by the valet. I was in the car, and the guy who works at the valet came to the window and said, "Sir, you can get out." And I said, "Nope." And he's like, "Do you know how the valet works?" And I was like, okay, guys back home who maybe they don't know what a valet is, but you basically park your car. Someone parks your car for you, and sometimes you don't have to pay. You go to like a hotel. You go like, "Yo, just park my car," and then they give you a ticket. And this guy, so I take the keys out of the car.
You don't even have to stay at the hotel.
Yeah, you don't have to stay at the hotel. You could just be like visiting the hotel. And then I take the keys out. He's like, "No, sir, leave the keys in." And then he says, "You take this," and he gives me like a white piece of paper. I was like, "So I'm giving you my car. You give me this white piece of paper." He's like, "Yeah, get it stamped. You don't have to pay 10 dirhams." So I'm like, "What?" He drives my car away. And the only thing I can think of in my head is, I'm never seeing that car again. I've been bamboozled. Like, I'm already planning to phone my agent and be like, "Yo, Osman, check here. The car got stolen. I was a fool. Don't worry. I'll pay you back somehow." I could not believe it. Even with the parking, when you SMS a code and you say, "I'm staying about 2 hours," and it charges your cell phone billing. And then someone at the gig, because I was just like, "Yo, what if you park and you don't SMS the code?" And they're like, "Oh, they'll get you." I was like, "Who?" Because where I come from, we have a thing called car guards. It's like people that look after the cars.
Okay.
Yeah, on the streets. They're not employed by anybody. They're self-employed. They're like, "Yo, this is my street."
Oh.
Yeah, they'll fight other car guards for their street. Like, you know, like how bulls would fight each other. Yeah.
Dealers.
Like, "Yo, this is my turf." Yeah.
Wow.
So, and you give them like 2 rand, which is like a fifth of a dirham, you know? Wow. So like, and I was like,
and they
like,
just stand by your car.
Well, they stand on the road. Whether they watch your car or not, that's another story.
That's interesting.
But here they're like, "No, someone comes to check your license plate to see if you've registered. And if you haven't, they'll tow your car away." I'm like, whoa.
I think I wouldn't go that far to tow.
No, if you have a couple of fines.
Yeah,
then they'll tow your car. Yeah.
Handicap, maybe.
And then the thing that killed me the most is the efficiency of the police.
Sorry, before to interrupt everything, I love how you start off. The things I don't like, I miss my parents. The things I like, I can park my car for free. It's like, I miss my parents who gave birth to me and sacrificed a lot of things and went through apartheid.
Yeah, and these guys love how I say apartheid. They're just like,
it's crazy. It blows my mind because we've been saying it wrong the whole time. Apartheid. It's like something you order from KFC, a thigh.
And then I'm just like, this place works. This place works.
Yeah.
That's the thing I like about it. And like Deliveroo, and it works. Yeah.
I didn't realize that things didn't work in South Africa like that.
Some things do work, some things don't work, but we're like a developing country that has been like smashed by like corruption and stuff like that. So, I mean, things should work.
Well, let me tell you something though. I lived in New Zealand, and there's it's a beautiful country, beautiful people. And to me, it's a first world country. And actually, there's a study that was done that Ireland and New Zealand are the most Muslim countries based on the way they operate.
Shout out Ireland, New Zealand, shout out. Assalamu alaikum, boys.
But I've experienced things in New Zealand. I'm like, wow, this is so third world country, how you guys handled this.
What was that?
Like, I had an issue with like an employer. I went to court and they're like, "Oh, you don't have to go to this court." I paid money to go to the court. They're like, "You're on the wrong court. You need to go to the other court." was like, you just did the Arab hustle, or what do you say, bungra?
The
You
bungra.
bungra'd
Yeah, you
me.
bungra'd it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, and I went to the other court and it's like, no, you need to go to the first court. I was like, oh no, I thought you guys were a first world country. What is this bungra bullshit? So every place that has things that work,
and
and
things
like
that
even
don't
the
work.
perfect places have things.
But
that
then what
don't
doesn't work here? Everything works here. Shout out Sheikh Mohammed. Love you, Joy.
Shout out to our
Love.
sheikhs.
Yeah, shout out Sheikh Mohammed. Guys, they give you free parking here on a public holiday. My boy. My boy.
You don't need those car guards.
Yeah, no car guards here.
They
Sano.
get a holiday.
I actually had no clue that South Africa didn't have even valet parking, man. That's crazy, bro.
You are going to have the time of your life parking on the street, my friend.
I saw actually
I
recently.
hope you know how to parallel park.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I do. Yeah,
Oh, he said that confidently.
Yeah,
I do. Of course, I do.
I do.
Because of Canada.
You guys just drive on the wrong side of the road.
I do
yeah.
as well, but my driver does it for me. So
Oh yeah, Emirati things here, bro. Like Emiratis here are gang
I
rich.
should explain to
They don't even stay in Dubai, Emiratis.
I should explain to people
listening.
Like growing up, I come from a middle class family of a single parent, but you grow up with your friends and
Your mom is a single parent.
yeah,
Definitely our fathers are.
Definitely.
Bro, it has to be.
yeah. But no, I've met my father,
Oh,
and people tell me I look like
The
him.
disappointment on your face.
I know, bro.
I think it's a very weird ruse if I meet my father and his family and they all accept me and my grandma and like all those people and they're like, we have to keep the secret of Samir.
It almost came back there. I felt there was a sequel to my emotions there. I was like, yes, it has to be true. Single mom, child. But I was like, well, how did my dad do it? Because you're younger than me. You're my sister's age. And I was like, fuck.
But that being said, we grew up with a nanny, helper, maid, whatever you want to call her, but we called her Josie actually.
Yeah.
And she was a part of like our life. She lived with us and stuff. And that's normal. That's middle class. But some people are well off. They have more than one nanny or maid, and they have drivers for their kids because, God forbid, parents don't want to spend time with their parents,
Yeah,
with their
with
kids.
the children, yeah. Oh, on
to
the
take
road.
them.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. What's your question for me, bro?
The question is, how did you get all this wisdom?
Which wisdom?
Like, you seem one of the most... You have like a sort of, I think, self-realization a lot of people don't have, especially for a comedian. Like the moment that I realized, oh, this guy is actually really intelligent and like very interesting human being. When you told me like you kind of regret doing stand-up, I might be taking it out of context.
That was,
And I was like, why? I've never ever met anyone who's like, I regret doing stand-up.
I just...
When did you have like a self-realization? At what age you were like, oh.
I just think it's a natural thing in your 30s. I just think the ability to self-reflect sometimes is a thing that people don't actually speak about enough and they don't practice enough. And like sometimes to like look at yourself and go like, oh, that was a very silly thing to have done. Or that was a very cool thing to have done. I wish I pursued that earlier on. I wish I didn't pursue that.
Yeah.
For me, because I've told you this, I said the main thing that I worry about every day is like, are my parents healthy? Is my bond paid for?
Yeah.
Now, whether comedy answers those things, then I love stand-up.
Yeah.
Right? But if you could look at a pandemic where I go, comedy didn't love those things because comedy couldn't pay for those things anymore. So I had to love other things. And the thing that I don't like about comedy, especially like from a developing scene like ours or like an extremely early scene like Dubai, is that there's no career plan here.
Yeah.
You do this thing for fun. It doesn't pay bills. And if something doesn't pay bills, something else has to.
Of course,
Yeah.
So if you like, and I wouldn't say that's wisdom. That's just like, I know some months when I was younger, comedy didn't pay bills. I had to ask my mom or dad for money. Like, but I knew one day they would die, so I couldn't ask them for money all the time. So I had to do other things. And this is the thing when I talk about comedy, I always say you only do comedy for such a small amount of time. On stage over here, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You driving to the gig is longer. You waiting to perform is longer. Sleeping is longer. Doing other things during the day is longer. If you woke up late, let's say you woke up 11 o'clock in the morning and your gig is at 8 p.m., it's too many hours for you to do other things. Why would you not want to learn to do other things?
That's true.
Was
That's
that,
where Mustafa comes in.
was the acceptance of that realization, the process?
Yeah.
Was it difficult? Was it just like, okay,
No.
this is the reality of a situation that I need to handle? And
No, I need money.
yeah, so it was the reality of the situation that forced you to
money,
realize that.
Yeah,
So if
I
you
need
had
money.
money, you'd just keep doing stand-up? Let's say.
I don't even
Or
know
would
if
you
I
want
do.
to pursue something else?
I would like to do.
You don't feel
I would like to do.
fulfilled?
No, I'd like to do comedy in as many different forms as I want to. Like sometimes I like doing my podcast, and I like writing. I also like performing. There's so many other different things.
It's weird because when you meet comedians, right? I think everywhere in the world, it's very hard to break out into comedy.
Yeah.
Like, do you believe that some people are just born with it, or
It's just a storytelling ability.
It is.
But some people are better at telling stories naturally.
Yeah. And you are a very good storyteller. Even Mustafa is a very good.
Actually, I was going to say that about you. You're a great storyteller, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you, bro.
actually genuinely enjoy that.
Yesterday at Salt, he's just like, we were just sitting at the beach with Sahar, and he just goes like, there was this comic called, and he just like, we felt like he needed a cigarette. It's like he was in the Vietnam War. He's like, there was this comic called
Once upon a time.
Mukbang.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I started seeing an image of a trailer of a movie, like black and white. Black paint comes and it's just red.
You just have to know how to paint a story. That's
you do.
That's the trick.
There's a beautiful quote that I read, and it was, "If a picture is worth 1,000 words, my words are worth 1,000 pictures." And that's how you.
Oh, thank you, brother.
That's how you tell stories.
100%.
Thanks, bro.
Sure.
Well, before we leave, I just want to ask one more question of you, Abz. Can you rattle off all 20 impersonations?
Oh my God.
Let's go do it. I want to hear it.
Wait, let me give you the list and then maybe.
Oh, there's a list?
I think there's a list, and then I'll just go.
I've actually never heard the 20.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think it's Golden
Listen, guys,
either.
the 20, like half of them are Arabic, so you probably.
Okay, don't give us the Arabic ones.
Person.
Give us the ones that people understand.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, give us your Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Give us your Nelson Mandela. I have fought against white domination.
Here's the list.
Okay, Mike Tyson.
Assalamu alaikum to the greatest and the most high. I just want to tell you something. I'll stomp on your testicles so that you can feel the pain that I feel the pain sometimes.
I give that a solid 8 out of 10. That's a good one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, this is just like New York or Bostonian.
Oh, those don't count?
Yeah.
So the guy from the desert, and you're not impressed by his New York?
No.
I'm walking here. What are you doing?
Okay, let's hear your... Okay, let's say you're Filipino, because those people are marginalized here in this country. Wow.
Sir. How are you, Mr. Simi?
Yeah.
So
Hello,
good to see you.
sir.
Would you like to have a mochaccino?
Okay.
Or a cappuccino?
What's the difference between that and
Hi,
Malaysian? Hi, ma'am, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, hi, ma'am, sir.
What's the difference between that and Malaysian, Singaporean?
The Malay. See, the problem is with the Malay, they talk very quick.
Yeah.
They just cut like quick, and it's because the way their language is.
I like how you have over here South African white.
That's very specific. Because in my mind, and based on stereotypes, I've only hung out with.
I'm just like back home.
Do it.
Back home, the biggest stereotype would be like doing like a South African black accent, and like everybody who's a decent comedian would be like, "That's so fucking racist." But you didn't learn the accent that other hack comedians would do. You chose like, yo, mine is very niche. I'm gonna do the white one. Let's hear your South African white. This I want to hear.
A white one who grew up in a middle class family.
Yeah, I want to hear the South African white. I'll judge in this because I've got a pretty good
South
South
African accent is one of the hardest accents.
It
I have
is.
to preface it.
It's an amalgamation of different things. That's why.
Mine really comes from, for some reason, a white South African lady.
Yeah.
I can't do.
That sucks.
Wait. Let me wait. What is it called? What do you call a horrible South African? No,
this is horrible, bro. Remove this accent from the list, bro.
South African cricket player.
What?
What's a horrible South African cricket player?
What?
A black cap, which is a Kiwi.
Stop this.
Okay.
Delete that one. This South African white people are like, how's it? My name's Jono, and like I like going to gym. And
my name's Archer.
So you learned that from
Arche.
you watch Blood Diamond once, and you're just like, that's it. And you go to how's it? My name's Jono. I go to gym. Like I fucking like working out and singing and dancing.
Well, to be fair, Sammy, the most of the white South African people I know are always pissed drunk, and you're the most sober South African human being I've ever met in my life,
bro. And
I worked with South African dentists.
And South Africans here are wilding. They
Yeah.
are wilding. They're just like, they're drunk all the time and they do like the most menial of jobs. Like they are workers here.
Yeah.
Like, and you're just like,
Yeah.
and like you're going like, you're definitely not telling your family that you're the receptionist at a hotel here, right?
Oh,
you're not
they're
doing
just
that.
lying.
You're saying you own the hotel as well. But thank you for being on my show.
What about the 17 other impersonators?
They all, I know those ones. I'm pretty confident you can do all of them. I just wanted to hear the South African white one. So please update your bio.
Can
with
you
19.
give a rating out of 10 for that?
Yeah, 0.
Like this.
That's like not even joking.
love this.
That's a
I love his honesty.
Listen, Simi,
I
I could
love
do
his
this. I
honesty.
could do this impersonation here. They'd
He's
be like,
absolutely
"That's a
insane.
very good South African," because but actually, or they'd probably be like, "That's very bad," because in their head they think South African is like a black.
no. That's a 0 for me.
Oh, thank you.
That's
That's a 0.
I mean, like I could do my impersonations and you can tell me how bad they are.
Yeah. Could you do
Yeah.
an Arab man who just learned English, please?
Brother, do you want? Do you want shawarma? Don't come with chips.
Oh,
He sounds like an
he's-
Egyptian guy.
yeah.
That's the only Arabs we have. Well, we've got Lebanese back home, but I mean like and one Syrian. There's the Syrian guy. He works as a chef. He's never been a chef in his whole entire life. He's Syrian, so he's been like a warmonger / fighter for like a decade minimum.
wow.
And
Yeah,
he
he never
came
got
here.
the Canadian citizenship.
Yeah, but he, oh bro, he would love you. He would want to know how you got it. But his name is Muhammad Dabul,
Oh wow.
and he calls himself. His nickname is Hell's Boy.
Hell's boy.
Hell's Boy.
Wow.
Because he wants to be an MMA fighter.
Oh,
Hell's Boys.
that's
Hell's
a
Boys.
great-
Yeah. And he had one fight, and because we were all hyped up for him, we're like, yo, this guy can't lose. You know, he's
get
Syrian.
knocked
He's
out?
fighting for something else. You know, he's got a different spirit, and then got fucked up in the first 12 seconds. And then I was like,
needs to work on their
yeah.
marketing.
Yeah. I was like, damn, son. Better stop packing those shawarmas again. Yeah. But thanks for being on my podcast,
Thank
gents.
you for having us, man. And you want to?
Oh, how can we find you?
Yes. You can find me on Instagram at IAM Abz. That's ABZ Ali. So I am Abz Ali, and on TikTok.
You're the same?
Yeah.
And Mustafa, how do we start the process of getting the Canadian passport?
You can find me in a refugee camp.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Simi Arif joins us in studio.
He knows more than you can imagine.
Is President Barack Obama a Muslim?
Because you know it's going to be a zoo.
It was already a zoo.
Did anything happen while I was gone? Haven't you noticed the whole place is on fire?
Let me tell you why you're here.
But they can only speak in
Are
question.
there side effects? Or?
Just diarrhea.
My first guess is
Simi.
Black who's there, this guy.
Lesser known somebodies.